Hey guys, Larry here, and today I want to talk about the coronavirus and how it's affecting the Smash community. I will also talk about my opinions of how tournament organizers and community members have responded to this, as well as what I plan to do in the future regarding upcoming events. Before I start going into detail about Smash, I wanted to briefly touch on the coronavirus and what exactly it is. Obviously, I don't know everything about the disease since no one does yet, but I think it's good to go over the things we do know, and of course, you should be fact-checking everything yourself. There's a great chance new things about the illness will be discovered after I release this video. So, what is the coronavirus? Without going into too much detail about it, it's a respiratory illness that gives you symptoms similar to a cold or flu. But if left untreated can make you very sick, it potentially lead to death. The reason there is such a huge concern about this right now is there is currently no vaccine for directly treating the virus. This means the only thing that can be done is managing the symptoms being shown and hoping the virus runs its course. So far, over 128,000 people are confirmed to have the virus. Over 4,500 people have died from it, and over 68,000 people are confirmed to have fully recovered from the illness. While there are people recovering from the virus, it's spreading at a more significant rate, and the increase of people who are confirmed dead from it are also growing. The coronavirus has spread to every continent except for Antarctica. This has been considered a pandemic, and many places and events have been closed or cancelled because of it. There are a few ways to prevent yourself from getting the coronavirus, and those are to frequently wash your hands, avoid touching your face, be at a distance from people who are coughing or sneezing, and clean anything you frequently touch with disinfectants. If you believe you are showing symptoms of the virus, please make sure to get a test to see if you have it or not. You don't have to worry about paying to do the test. There are a lot of medical facilities that are doing it for no cost. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please make sure you do what you can to prevent not only yourself, but others from getting this illness. Okay, now that I've gone over all of that, let's get into Smash. So I mentioned how events are being cancelled by the coronavirus, and Smash is no exception. Pound 2020, a major event in Laurel, Maryland, was cancelled. I don't know the exact number of people that would have entered because it got cancelled before registration ended, but when I last checked Smash EG, it had 960 attendees. Last year, there were over 150 attendees, and a lot of people tend to register late, so I wouldn't be surprised if the event beat last year's number and had over 2,000 people attending the event. 2GG's final saga has been postponed, which was probably going to be an S tier since it had the likes of MKLeo, Nairo, Samsora, Zachary, Kameme, and Tweak to name a few. Now, even though this isn't completely cancelled yet, there's a good chance it's not going to be as big as it would have been if it were to run on its planned date. The reason being is that there are a lot of people who took time out of their busy schedule and just can't do that again. Or the money spent on their flight or hotel, they can't get refunded and just can't afford to pay for another trip. There's also a chance the new planned date for the event conflicts with another event, and because of the conflicting schedules, it just divides attendance. It sucks because for both events, I'm sure it would have been a lot of people's first experience attending an event like this, and now they can't go. It also sucks for the tournament organizers because they lost money on it, and they're not going to be able to get it back, most likely. CEO Dreamland, a tournament in Orlando, Florida, is still happening over the weekend, but a lot of people have decided to drop out of the event because of the potential threat of traveling with the coronavirus spreading. This has caused the tournament organizer of CEO, Jabali, to refund a huge number of people's entries. He's lost so much money from the event, he started accepting donations to help soften the blow from the refunds. He's been running tournaments for over 11 years and has never had to do anything like this before. Jabali is one of the best tournament organizers in the fighting game community, and if you want to help support him, I will have a link where you can do that in the description below. Not just majors are being affected, there are a large number of weekly events that are being put on hiatus until the coronavirus situation is solved. On top of all of the events being cancelled or postponed, the Panda Global Rankings, the biggest global ranking system Smash has, decided to put the current season on hold. This means that no events from March 11 onward count until further stated. There is also a possibility that instead of 2 seasonal rankings this year, they create only 1. The Smash World Tour, the circuit that was recently announced and has a $250,000 prize pool, is also being put on hold for the month of March and April at the very least. So that means 2 huge incentives for players to travel to events are currently out of commission for the time being. For the major events that are still being held regardless of the coronavirus situation, they are most likely going to lose a lot of money for running the event, since a lot of how the events get their money are through attendance. They also get money from sponsors, but attendance is a huge factor of what incentivizes sponsors to invest in the event. Of course, there will still be some players who decide to attend events, but there are also a lot of top players opting out of events, and some who have said they will not be attending anything until further notice. A few notable players who have done or said that include Nairo, Meister, Light, and a few others. Okay, and that's pretty much everything I have on the Smash community and how the coronavirus has affected it. Now to talk about my opinion of this whole situation. So for health reasons, I completely understand events being cancelled. Regardless of how many precautions you take, being around a large group of people will increase your chances of getting the coronavirus. So traveling and attending large grouped events increase your chances of getting it no matter how careful you are. Like Pound and Final Saga, the future events that are cancelled would have been a lot of people's first tournament, which really sucks. I think it was an incredibly smart decision on the PGR and the Smash World Tour's part to freeze their rankings. There's a very good chance that a large number of players would go to these events, even with the risk of the coronavirus looming, in order to make sure they get on or stay on top of the rankings. Of course, there would also be people who decide not to go in order to lessen their risk of getting the virus. In both cases, it wouldn't be fair because you have people putting themselves at risk to get the virus, and people getting punished for not doing it. For a lot of players, Smash is their only job, and competing is a huge part of it. Being put in a situation where you have to risk getting a life-threatening illness, or be ranked lower, which in turn gives you less opportunities to get sponsorships, and being invited to special events is just downright cruel. Regardless of the rankings being on hold or not, there will definitely be people who decide to attend events, even with the risk of the coronavirus. All I have to say to those people is make sure you at the very least wash your hands often. It's incredibly simple and can help a lot. And if you are sick, please, please, please do not attend any events, especially with how everything is now. You're not only putting yourself at risk, but you could potentially be endangering others. If you are sick, even if you don't think you have the coronavirus, go and make sure by getting tested. Now to finally get to what I'm going to do about the whole coronavirus situation regarding events. To be completely honest, I'm still unsure whether or not I will be attending events I plan to with the coronavirus spreading as much as it is. I understand that I will be putting myself at risk of getting it, but at the same time, I really enjoy going to tournaments. I know that sounds really, really stupid, but I'm just being completely honest with how I feel about this whole situation. If worst comes to worst, I'll put more time into my YouTube content as well as streaming. The way things are going at the moment, it makes me really feel like playing online is going to be the future of competitive Smash Ultimate. Which, if that's the case, I'll be extremely sad because Ultimate Online just sucks. Obviously, I play online a lot, but it's more so for fun and because I probably just don't have anyone around me who wants to play in person. I'm not saying I don't enjoy playing online, I do. If I didn't, I would not play it, but it's just playing online with a noticeable amount of input delay for money just seems like torture to me. This is just my opinion. I know there are plenty of people who love playing online and might even prefer it over offline play. If you're one of those people, that's cool. I have nothing against you. I just do not feel the same. And that is it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I really hope you all stay healthy and safe. Hopefully the coronavirus hasn't affected you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.